All right, Lakeland School Community, this is your Assistant Superintendent, Mr. Novak. This Friday, April 3rd. Before we begin, we're obviously filming a different location today. We're outside of my house. There are people who are doing work on a fence that's not theirs. I have no idea how that's illegal. However, we're just going to let it slide. We are obviously in a global pandemic. We're going to try something new today. I'm very excited to do it. I just want to jump right into it. Before I begin, I want to give props to my writer, Sky, and my personal assistant slash second in command, Stompy the Dinosaur, for putting this together. There's a craze on social media called the catch game, wherein one person throws something and then you have a virtual game of catch with it till eventually it goes back to the beginning. They've been working on this all week. They put together what I believe is the biggest one ever. If this works out the way that it's supposed to, it's going to go very quickly, so I want to read off the names of everybody who's going to participate. I'm starting off. I'm going to throw it to Dr. L, who then going to pass it along to Ms. Ferguson, Mr. McCormack, Mr. Toro, Mr. Servino, Mr. Thomas, Mr. Conforti, Mr. Rick Capazzi, and then bringing one back, Mr. Mike Capazzi, Miss Murphy, Miss Landy Lynch, then is going to throw it to Mr. Etzkorn, and then Mr. McCarty, Miss Curry, Miss Fusilli, Miss Pagano, Mr. Kaiser, Mr. Wiley, Miss Keberdell, Miss Matlos, Dr. Squire is going to pass it along to Miss Roush, who's going to pass it along, Namaste, to Miss Ziegler, who then is going to go to Miss Mazza, who's going to pass it along to Mr. Placenti, who's then going to pass it along to Miss Schwarzlaw, who's going to pass it along to Mr. Korn, who's then going to pass it along to the mustache himself, Mr. Yost, who's then going to pass it along to Miss Kunzel. Dr. Galika is going to get it next, then Miss Sacco, then Mr. Beatty, and then finally it's going to go to Mr. Allen, who is going to get it, and then he's going to pass it back to me. So we're exceptionally excited. We want to make this as official as possible. So I have my offensive unit here. It's Macho Man Randy Savage, and it is my son's cat, whose name is Meow Meow. So again, we want to make this as authentic as possible. I'm going to slap on the helmet. All right, guys, we are going to go Power Ringo Wing 346 curl wheel Mach. I need you to go in motion. We got to see what kind of coverage they're in. All right, on ready. Okay, I'm going to get back here so you guys can see. We don't have a center right now. The chair fell. It's okay. All right. So we're going to go here. All right, Mach, going coverage. Rotating down there in a 354 is the mic. Ready. Set, go. Reverse pivot. And then we're just going to throw that curl, and then we got it. All right. All right, cool. How'd that look? Good? So then what did they do? They just... What do you mean you didn't tell them? You didn't contact them? This is all you've been working on all week. What do you mean you didn't tell them? I just rattled off a list. How come you didn't stop me? Oh, guys, this was like the big thing. You're fired. Both of you are fired. Oh, you're not real? All right, that's fair enough. All right, Lancers, we apologize. We'll try to do a little bit better next week. Stompy and Sky just informed me that they actually haven't contacted anybody about this, so nobody knew about it. Again, I apologize. It is what it is. Next week is going to be better. In fact, I know next week is going to be better because it is going to be our virtual Spirit Week. Let's get after it. Okay, number one, going to enumerate. Attendance. If anybody's been very conscientious, they now have been, if you've looked in your real-time portal, you'll notice that there are some new attendance codes that have been entered for you. We finally got a little bit of clarification from the Department of Education. Virtual learning has now been entered for students who have actually done virtual learning. It's a new attendance code. It counts the exact same as present. You have nothing to worry about. Those students who don't log in, they're obviously going to be marked absent for the day. That hasn't changed. But again, we're getting that information. It's going to be done at the administrative level. Your teachers have nothing to do with it. Again, please know that virtual learning is marked as attendance. It's the same thing as present, so please don't freak out if you see a different attendance code in. Number two, Thursday, April 9th marks the end of quarter three. If you have any questions about where you stand, contact your teachers. Please make sure to contact your teachers. We are trying to support you as much as humanly possible, and we just need an open line of communication. Number three, focus on this next week. You have 4 more days leading to spring break. You'll have no work over spring break, 4 more days to get through. Number 4, Monday, April 6th is a B-Day. It's also my birthday. Tuesday, April 7th is an A-Day. Wednesday, April 8th is a B-Day. Thursday, April 9th is an A-Day. And then Friday, April 10th, 1 week from today, that starts your spring break. Number 5, please make sure you're continuing to check your Lakeland email addresses often. Meow Meow is blown away here. Number 6, last night there was a conference on the new AP exams. it's a little bit daunting, but it's kind of a little bit exciting at the same time. It's pretty cool. Ms. Ross is going to be reaching out to you guys over the next few days with the logistics on the AP exam, and I know your AP teachers are already putting information out there. They were involved in that last night. Next, number 6, or number 7, excuse me. Virtual Spirit Week coming up. Very excited. I want to announce it day by day. Ready? Monday, April 6th, my birthday. Get outside today. Hike, bike, etc. Show us what you're up to. By the way, when you take these pictures, you take these selfies, and just make sure if you're taking them, you do it the right way. Only half the face or a quarter of the face. You're going to send it to LRHS-Student Council on Instagram, or tag them in your Instagrams. Tuesday, April 7th, is Taco Tuesday. So take a picture of whatever you eat for lunch or dinner. It doesn't have to be tacos, could really be anything. Wednesday, April 8th, it's National Zoo Lovers Day. You're going to take a picture of you and your pet. However, I'm going to say this. I think this is a thinly veiled reference for Tiger King. So for Wednesday, I'm going to be dressing up as Mike Exotic. I don't know what that's going to look like, but it's going to be something. If you haven't seen it yet, it's certainly fascinating. Thursday, April 9th, it is National Unicorn Day. Make sure you wear as many bright colors as possible. I'm going to be honest with you. The English department a few years ago bought me these awesome unicorn slippers. And I've never had a place that is socially acceptable to wear these things, and now I'm fired up that I actually have the ability to wear them, and it is socially acceptable to wear my unicorn slippers. I want to leave you guys with this. Today, my hashtag Your Community School Challenge is pretty simple. Do nothing this weekend regarding academics. Nothing. Give yourself an opportunity to feel, to relax, to sit back, and just reconnect with whatever you need to reconnect with in order to make yourself centered. And then finally, last but not least, we are about 300 and something subscribers away from me dyeing these beautiful locks of hair whatever color you want. My wife gave me a haircut yesterday. It's my first quarantine haircut. I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, I give her about a 4. I have more divots in my head than Mr. Conforti's golf game, but that's neither here nor there. If you want this dyed a color, Miss Mazza is voting for pink. I've heard some platinum blonde. I think I'd look great as a blonde. You gotta follow us, subscribe on YouTube, man. We're about 300 followers away. The ball is in your court. I will see you guys on Monday. I will officially be 1 year older on Monday, so everybody stay safe and get out there.